Hello everyone, my name is Chef Fernando Mojica with LearnToCook.com. Welcome to today's program. We're going to do we're going to prepare an Italian classic. We're going to do chicken Parmesan. It's very easy to make. You don't need a lot of ingredients. So let's go over the ingredients that we are going to need. Right, we're going to obviously need some chicken. We have boneless and skinless chicken breasts right here. We clean those up. We remove all the fat and all the extra sinew. We also have flour, and the flour we season it with salt and pepper. We have a whole eggs that we whisk and we add a little bit of heavy cream into, and then we have panko breadcrumbs. So this right here is called a standard breading procedure. So flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs, and then we also have sliced mozzarella cheese. So what we're going to do is we're going to bread the chicken, and a couple of things to keep in mind here is you want to make sure that you work fast because the chicken is it's very sensitive to temperature changes and being outside for too long, so it will start to create bacteria, cross-contamination, and all of that. So you want to make sure that you work fast, and you can wear gloves if you prefer. Otherwise, you always want to make sure that your hands are completely washed and completely clean. And the other thing to keep in mind is what we call one hand dry, one hand wet. So one hand is going to be for dry ingredients, and the other hand is going to be for wet ingredients, and you'll see that right now. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to mix all the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients, and what that's going to create is going to create lumps of flour or lumps of breadcrumbs. So we're going to grab our chicken breast, we're going to toss it with the flour and make sure it's covered completely. And again, the flour is previously seasoned with salt and pepper. So we're going to toss it in the flour, get rid of all the excess flour, then we're going to put it in the egg. And here's where the other hand comes in. So now we have a dry hand. We're going to get a wet hand here in a minute. So we're going to do the same thing with the egg. Make sure that we cover all of the chicken with the egg. And after that, we're going to put it on the breadcrumb, and we're going to again switch hands with the dry hand, and we're going to make sure that it's covered with all of the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs you can leave as thick as you want. You can or you can actually put them in a food processor and make them really fine. I like to have them a little bit more chunky just for more texture, but that's up to you, whatever you prefer. So once we have that and all of the chicken is covered, want to make sure that all of it is covered. We're going to put it in a tray, and then we're going to do the same with all of the rest of the chicken. Okay, so we have the oil that's hot, and we're going to sear the chicken skin side down or presentation side down first. And we want to make sure that you don't burn the bread. Again, we're using panko breadcrumbs. They're a little bit more on the chunky side, so we want to make sure that we don't burn that. So I'm going to give it about a minute or two just to make sure that all of that side is golden brown. And then we're going to flip it, and once we flip it, we're going to cook them for about another minute or two so that side is golden brown. We'll let this go. Now it's nice and golden brown. We're going to flip it. You want to be careful so that you don't splatter the oil towards yourself. But as you can see, it's nice and brown on the one side. So we're going to, again, give it about a minute or two. And once that's golden brown, we're going to put them back on the tray that we had them. And we're going to put them in an oven that we previously heated to about 450 degrees. And we're going to let the chicken cook until it reaches a temperature of 160 degrees, an internal temperature of 160 degrees. Okay, so we're back, right? We've cooked the chicken to 160 degrees. So what we did then, we removed the chicken out of the oven, and we drizzled the chicken with some pomodoro sauce, some basic tomato sauce that we puree. So we drizzled it with pomodoro sauce, and then we topped that with some mozzarella cheese, sliced mozzarella cheese. And then we put the chicken back into the oven for another about 3 to 4 minutes until it reaches a temperature of 165 degrees. So after it gets to 165, we got that out of the oven, and now we're actually going to plate our chicken Parmesan. So you can certainly serve this as a family style meal and serve it by itself with maybe some other sides, accompaniments on the side. But what we're going to do today, we're going to make an individual serving. So we have some pasta with pomodoro sauce, so complement the pomodoro on the chicken. So we're going to put that in the plate. And then next to the pasta, or on top of the pasta, we're going to put our chicken Parmesan And from here we can actually serve it with a little garnish with a little bit of basil or a little bit of parsley on top. But there it is, chicken Parmesan ready to enjoy. So again, thank you for joining us today. My name is Chef Fernando Mojica with LearnToCook.com. I really hope you enjoy making the chicken Parmesan, and I really hope to see you again next time. Thank you, and see you next time.
Well, thanks for joining us today at LearnToCook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day, and thank you.